Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunless Sea. Now, last time we left off, we were going to go south. And so south we shall go. We have enough food, we have enough fuel, and we're on this hunt for money. So, let's get going. Loop-a-doo. Bad Stevener's Abyss. Now, I wonder who actually came up with all these names. In game, outside of game, I know the developers came up with these names, but still. In game, in this universe, who come up with all the names and everything? Probably have it as some sort of story mission or DLC that you can learn about this stuff, but still. It's quite an interesting topic. For me, at least. Alright, we're going down, and we've discovered Muton Island. We're gonna make a stop here real fast. Just a lone sea bat. Murray Straits. Gotta go through Strait Murrays. Yeah, been waiting for us as soon as we park. Choop-a-doop-boo, doop-a-doo. What are we going to do about all this? Once again, this is. If you guys want to see more of this gameplay, just comments say that you want more of it and such, and I'll keep going on with it. But I really enjoy this game a lot. Quaker's Haven. Okay. Once, the simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs. Before London fell and the waters rushed in, smoke spirals from cotton chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind town. A wandering parson, he glances nervously back at the Cock and Magpie, but his handshake is strong. We can't do that. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Unlocked when Muton Island another day is. Time has passed on. First off, let's get a report. Okay, so we can buy fuel from a dockside stall. We can also buy supplies if we need to from here. Alright. We're good on both of those. Chat to the fisherman. What we need is a report. And visit the hilltop above town. There's not much wind on the undersea breeze, but Muton Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop seems sometimes carrying interesting scents. Interesting. Pick up a wretched mog. Meow, meow. A yellow-eyed, mangy, piebald thing winds around your ankles like a mechanical chain. You never see a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably it's hungry. Well, of course we're going to help the cat. We lost 3 supplies, but still, we helped the cat. Kitty needs to eat. Explore the shore, chat to fishermen. Let's chat to the fishermen, see what's going on here. Little ships and secrets, pirates plying the pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, Connaught ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest Admiralty. Alright. We've lost 1 echo, and we have a report from Quaker Haven. That's always good. Now, since we still have more time, we can either visit the hilltop above town or explore the shore. I personally would like to try and do this, because when a challenge you, I would like to do a challenge. Yes. Alright, let's see. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams inexplicably like a god cut in half. What a noise. It must be the caves around the island, channeling the air. At least that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. Interesting. So we gained 2 terror, but we also gained 3 fragments. And we succeeded. Nice. Okay, so that's all we can do for right now. When we come back to make port, we'll stop by again and see what the other thing is. But for right now, let's go back to the ocean blue and sing our sea shanties. Sea shanties. God, I can't speak. Sea She sells seashells by the seashore. Oh god, I can't speak forever today. I can't pronounce my S's. What's the matter with me? And we're still going down and downwards. Where are we going? Fed the crew. Nice. Our 12th supply of fuel. We've discovered Albertine. The Albertine Gates. And we gained a secret. Ooh. So here at the Albertine Gates, this is where you learn a lot of stuff. This is where you get the secret moves in the game. Great game. And since we have one of these and it's waiting for us, we might as well stop by and see what this is. Dock. Cumulo Canal staging area. The Cumian Canal staging area. God, I can't talk. The canal ascends through locks and gates and shadow turns to sunlight of the surface. Interesting. The sun is dangerous to Nice dwellers like your crew, but the surface has its temptations. If we had the right supplies, we could head to the surface, but we need like 22 fuel and 6 supplies. Listen for surface gossip. Okay, let's do that. We have gained a vision of the surface. Ooh. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interest of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary, half-legal hostelries in long-moored ships. Here you trade stories with sun-tanned surface sailors, stories of Paris and Batavia, the lost fires in the final isles. Ooh. I wonder if it only London that went underground. Because for all we know, more civilizations could have gone underground as well. And that is the reason why, and maybe that's the reason why this is such a common thing. Maybe, or just people are just used to it by now, so they honestly don't care. Anyway, let's gather information for port report. There we go. So they didn't give us any moves to the Great Game, and so we won't be able to give that man what we need to sell. But still, there is one more harbor that I do know of that's more southward, sorry. And it's a little bit out of the way, but we have enough fuel to make it. There and back again. That's one thing you always gotta keep an eye on, is how much fuel you've got. God darn it. I once ran out, like I had about 15 at one point, and I decided I was going to go all the way to the other side of the map. Worst mistake of my life. I didn't make it. I made it halfway, and then when I decided to turn back, I got eaten by sharks. That was interesting. But it revealed some of the map, and I was able to keep that. Alright, let's see. We have another light here. We don't want our little terror gauge going up too fast. Let's see what... Ooh! Nice sea shanties. Sea shanties! Damn it! Discovered the Iron Republic. Ooh, that's interesting. Yep, this is the other part I was talking to. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. We discovered Hugo's Bluff. So this is the Iron Republic. Is sort of like a hostile nightmare nation. Like, just living here causes nightmares for anyone. From what I've been able to pick up. This is like a literal definition of hell. But it's not hell, because... yeah, well, you know. Just everything goes crazy here, and so it's not a very nice place, but there are people who live here and they mine. From what I've understood. So... hell's client state. That's literally, if they say it's hell. Be wary, their laws are not the laws of man or nature. And like I said, everything goes crazy here. Nothing is what it seems. Iron Republic, factory engines roar like false lions. Hell is brought... Factory engines roar like false lions. Blood thunders in the dock pipes. Crimson lightning skirts across the deck. Leaps to rails, curls like a cat. And curls there like a cat. The city is reflected in a glassy, calm harbor water. Citizens there have the heads of dogs and serpents. Ooh, interesting. Hell has brought freedom to the Iron Republic, freedom from all laws, even those of nature. So literally, we just went to hell. Allow your sailors to go ashore, that would be unwise. I've did that at one point, and everyone came back completely messed up, and we lost like 5 officers. Market of Hungers, the Parliament of Flies. Compile a port report. Let's go for this Parliament of Flies. The cavalry doctrine is open for business. You gain 1 terror, and we also gain 1 fragment. Visit the shops tab. So from here, House of Pleasures. I honestly don't see anything. I guess we wouldn't have been able to come to the shop then, but it's called House of Pleasures, and it's run by flies. And literally, the description is, the flies will caress you with their wings. Hurry up and purchase something. Yeah, there's no need to worry about that. We don't plan on staying long. I mean, it's awesome that this place is, like, free of everything. On such days as this, market is filled with crucified dragons and laws in waiting. The whistles... they whistle a welcome. What the heck? Merchants in the Doctrine Mass will accept echoes. Oh, great. So, we opened up a shop tab. Great. Did we? The House of Milks. Oh, there we go. So, this place, we have a sack of dark drop coffee beans. If we buy a couple of these, we can sell them. Might have to do that. But, let's compile a port report before we do. Sensations of the Republic are overwhelming. This is a desire for years. That is a hatred for fountains. Here is an emotion that can only be expressed mathematically. Now you're awash with the nostalgia for the hatching of the egg. Write it down, write it all down. Perhaps you'll be rid of it. You now have one of this, a report of the Iron Republic. The Cavalry Doctrine is open for business. You have a 1-tailed terror. We have a memory of distant shores. And our hearts remain unchanged at 25. Okay. I guess if we had gone through that and it had been something horrible, we would have been, like, severely messed up. Fund a Twittering Artificer's Project. This is a 4-mounted weapon with unusual characteristics. Oh, he'll give us a gun. But we need Stygian Ivory and Devil Bone Dice. Interesting. Okay. Just for say, we're going to buy a couple sacks. And then we're going to sell them off as soon as we get back. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here real fast. Well, as fast as the ship will let us. And like I said, my main goal right now is just to upgrade the engine. Because if we don't upgrade the engine, we're going to be stuck going between the current places that we are right now. Not really getting very far. And that won't help us at all in the long run. Because it'll be costly to pay for the fuel that we need to make long voyages, and everything. Adam's Doom. I wonder why it's called Adam's Doom. Did some guy named Adam just, like, look at us and go, hey guys, I'm gonna jump head first to this whirlpool? Because that'd be a pretty interesting watch this story. Uh-oh, Jellyfleur. This is actually a fight, one that I will and be able to win. Jellyfleurs aren't that bad. Right now it's under surface. But now it's out of the surface, and so now we can attack it. There we go. One shot. Turn around, turn around, turn around real fast, real fast, real fast, real fast. There we go. Damn it. And our hull isn't doing well. Hull is not working well. Yep, we're at 16. This next shot, better kill it. Nope, it didn't kill it. We gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run. Otherwise we'll go down. Otherwise we'll go down. Whew. Okay, so we took down some... Uh-oh, you pushed your engines too far, too fast. Sailors scream, flames rage. Heal the wound, damp the fires. Do what you can, a tough challenge. Alright, let's do this quickly. Oh great, we failed. Try again, you may have better luck. You lost 1 hull and you lost 1 crew member. Oh, great. Like I said, these things are toss-ups half the time. It all depends on how much you have of something, and personally, it doesn't really help. One way that I know that we can get out of this battle is if we dock real fast. There we go. And while we're here, we might as well listen for surface gossip. We gained another vision of the surface. Thank you. It wasn't moves in the great game, but it was something. But right now our hull's at 15. Gosh darn it, he really gave us a beating. Next time we'll come back with bigger guns. He won't survive that easily. Oh, I'm sorry. I had something underneath my chair. It was causing me troubles. Don't worry. It's all fine. We're all fine. We're gonna be peachy. So another thing that the game doesn't tell you about is that we have something called a Z-Bat, which is our own little like sonar that we can send out to go find other islands and stuff within our range. Unfortunately, there are no islands that it's detecting at the moment, so we're kind of on our own. Once again, Captain Mr. Whiskers will not let his ship go down. We shall make it back. We shall make it back in one piece. Alright, so we have another one of that. Let's head here and see what we got. Because there was one other suggestion that we could have done, and it wouldn't let us because we were out of moves. So, let's see what we have here. Quaker's Haven, and it was Explore the Shore. Yeah, it was Explore the Shore. Wander a little way along the shore. Ooh, let's see what happens. Take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has brought you something. The remnants of a shipwreck. What's washed up here? Nasty globagoo. A nasty globagoo lies on a shingle like a discarded heart. Just ball glass, smooth dark surface driftwood. Let's go to the remains of a shipwreck. Ooh, we got more fuel. Stamped with the marks of Royal Navy, some naval picket met its ends out here. Well, you can find a use for it. Nice. So we got fuel. I did not mean to do that. So we're gonna head back real fast. We got 6 more fuel, so we don't have to worry about fuel for a while. But there was something. We did get new secrets that we could spend. And as soon as we park, we're gonna import. I'm gonna spend some secrets on hopefully upgrading my mirrors and such. Maybe we can learn a little bit more about these people, because these people each have stories as well. This Sly Navigator, his story is that he wants us to go find Frostbound. But last time in one of my other playthroughs, I did find Frostbound. It was like way out there, so he's gonna have to wait a long while before we finally get there. But aside from that, the Brisk Campaigner, I really don't know what she is all about. I got her once for like 5 minutes before I instantly died, and it was like I didn't really get much of a story from her. So let's dock. Nice story. This story only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Yeah. So let's collect our messages. Something has changed underneath. Always does. Someone wants to sign on. The blind bruiser attends to business on the dock. That's all for now. You have one of this, another free evening, and Rose Market has remained unchanged. Ah, good evening, my lord, and what? Good evening, my lord, and what a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind me saying. And so, given it's my impression you are of an obliging sort, I imagine you'd not mind at all. And since you are very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo, if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will of course cover your expenses for his trifling inconvenience. If we do this, I have a feeling we're going to get more into the underworld aspect of this game. If we ask for another task, he'll send us to go find some lady. But honestly, I kind of want to do this. Then that takes up space, and that means that's field we can't hold. Let's ask for this one. I see you are hesitant. Perhaps you find Mount Palmerston unbearable, and who could blame you? Well, if you have the vinegar, there is another matter which you might be able to assist me with. Yes, I think it would be very suitable for this task indeed. You know, my lord, I must say, of all the sea captains I've met lately, it seems to me that you have a knack for sensitive matters, and that you might be able to help my patron. He's an introspective gentleman and has been reflecting on his life. Lately he has come to regret things from the past, and should like to set them right. But to do so, he needs that mistake brought home to London. He'd like her returned with every tooth still in her head, if you could. He would be certain to award you with dispensations as generous as your own for doing him such kindness. Alright, let's do it. Preparing a reunion. Kindly thanking you, my lord. We would like you to retrieve someone who has long been a sore spot in my patron's heart. They call her the last constable. Round here, before she fled London. We've had reports of her investigating scoundrels at the Iron and Misery, spying on pirates in Grenadiers Morn, keeping a peace in Con's heart, and watching the dead in Venderbright. She gets around. A real hard worker, that one. It's in her blood, and again, don't let her come to harm if you cannot help it, at least. We're understanding. If you return to London without having found the last constable, the blind bruiser will not take the offense. Check your journal to be reminded of where the constable might be. Okay, so the last constable has been seen on Demal Island, Grenadiers Moor, and Con's Heart, Venderbright. And we've accepted the cheeriest man's assignment, and we're looking for the last constable. Okay, that's all very doable. Let's see if we have what we need for this. Nope, we don't. Oh, we have one Z story, we have one memory destroyed, we have one T tarot, and we don't have any echoes. That's right, we need to give them an echo. So let's go to shops real fast. What we have. I know one of these guys will take it. Let's sell our friggin' of honey, and here's our coffee beans. So we just made a little bit back. We didn't make a lot back. But it was still worthwhile, because if we didn't, who knows. But then again. So let's do this. We should have the money. We have Echo of Terror. You have one. Memory Distant Shore. Lock with Z Story. Oh, we don't have the Z story. Oh, that's what we're missing, not just the money. Okay, so that's easily fixable. The merchant venture. God, I can't speak. An urchin tugs your sleeve. Speak to merchant venture. I need a reliable agent. Failing that, an attentive one. Here are my requirements. Opportunity of profit. His very specific needs will pay much better than market rates, and won't ask how you came by these things. Okay, so yeah, he'll give us money if we find items for him. These items include approved romantic literature, scintillac, and more romantic literature. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna find all this stuff, but we are a poet, and maybe we can write our own. But that's all we can do for right now. We'll come back next time, and we'll see what else we can do. See if we can find this lost constable. We still have a couple other places we need to visit. And everything's just stacking up real fast, as you can tell. They hit you with a lot of stuff that you can do in this game very fast. And it's really, really good in that aspect that it gives you a lot of choice and variety on what you want to do. So from right now, we'll come back. We'll see what we can do any more of this. And if you guys like it, slap that like button. Maybe, please subscribe, or even just say so in the comments. But other than that, all of you guys have a wonderful day, and space out, everyone. Wait, space out. God, nothing works here. Space out, everyone.